Now we're here with Johnny. He helped build both of these cars. Are they both personally yours, or this one yours?
This is my Model A, and I built this with two friends, Hothead Lou and Brett Miller.
Now is this a 28, 29?
29.
29?
Roadster.
It sounds really, really good. You obviously have a cam or something in this.
Yeah, H&H Max Herman helped me with this engine, and we went back and forth. He built the motor, and it's been in and out a few times to modify it some more and stuff like that. And it's been good. It's been good.
Tell me about this head. I'm not used to seeing that around.
Jim Brierly, he's an old timer. There's a book on four bangers, and Jim Brierly he's still around. I call him from time to time just to chat. Yeah. He's an older gentleman, and he researched the bangers. He's raced Bonneville, the whole deal, and he was telling me about his head a couple years ago, and he had a Edelbrock casted a bunch of them for him, but they were all spoken for, and I just said, oh, I'd really like to have one. And he actually called me back a week later, and he says, hey, I feel like you're going to use it and not put it on the shelf.
Oh, yeah.
He sold me one. The spark plugs are positioned different. It's a good setup.
Right.
You know, he's dyno tested it. It's proven.
Good, good.
Proven.
How old would you say the head is then?
That head was brand new a year and a half ago.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So it's not like an old-timey thing.
No, it's a Brierly. He made the aluminum head off of the Winfield head.
Gotcha.
But he relocated the position of the spark plugs.
Now with this big cam and this nice head on here, you got these full race carburetors. They look super mean. What kind of power valves jets are you running in that thing?
I'm running 52s on the mains and 71 power valves. And 48, Stromberg 48s.
Okay.
Originals.
Nice. This thing really eats the gas then, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sucks the gas down.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this body is basically as an as-found condition, or did you do anything to it?
Okay, so I got this from a guy in Sacramento. Kind of looked the way it does now, but it wasn't. You couldn't really go anywhere with it. It was sitting on a stock Model A chassis. Like he just kind of mocked it up to sell it.
Okay.
And so I bought it off of him. Took it apart as far as the running gear goes. The rear end change, the rear end, put split wishbone, juice brakes. Ended up removing the front brakes recently, just lighter.
Yeah,
faster.
no brakes at all. It's a drag car.
So I did get the car. It was the body was from, he told me, Yerington, New Mexico, as a dirt track racer back in its time.
Oh,
and
nice.
that's why the fender wells are filled in.
Yeah. It's
nothing, it's pretty beat up.
I love it though. It looks killer.
It's fun, yeah.
Now the other thing I noticed on this was your seats. Those are pretty unique. Tell me about those.
They're military aircraft. I don't know exactly. I've talked to a few people that know what they're out of, but I don't remember. I think it would have been like a transporter plane. Because they sat real high, and I lopped them down. I found them at a LA Roadster show at the swap meet. I lopped them down and put some plates so I could, get them to sit.
Oh yeah.
Closer to the floor.
They look killer in this thing.
It does.
I love it.
Yeah,
Super race car, man. It looks good. I love it.
Thank you.
Tell me about this rail job. This looks pretty mean.
Rail job. My buddy Brett Miller and Hothead Lou. Brett found this on Facebook Marketplace, and we were talking about getting something together, because a race car, you don't drive, it's only strictly racing, Yeah. So it's kind of like, I was like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. The three of us, we're third owners, and don't have to put as much into it, and we have something we can use a few times a year.
Right.
We bought it, took it to my house, completely stripped it down once we realized that it needed a lot more work than maybe we were hoping for.
Gotcha.
So before you know it, like lots of other projects I've done, it came completely down to the bare everything. I redid the engine, I rebuilt the engine, lots of porting, relieving. It's not huge on the cubic inch, 264, nice cam, reground by Schneider in San Diego. It was original Potvin 400 cam. Reground by those guys. Oh wow! Those guys are really good down there. I like them. Very knowledgeable guys. So we just got it back together to come here. We got to iron out some things though. The rear. What we figured out what happened this morning is immediately we snapped an axle.
Oh okay.
It's just so it was taken off and wanting to jerk and go off into the field.
Is it a banjo?
It's a banjo.
And the passenger side broke off?
The right side.
The right side did.
The right side, the driver's side. So we can rock it and it's broken.
Gotcha.
So and the spiders were welded. So whoever put this together back in the day, that's how it was. I figured we would need to change it, but we were, trying to get it done. Yeah. And hopeful that it would work, and it didn't. Yeah. Well, so we're probably gonna put a wide rear end in it.
That's how racing goes. You never know.
Yeah.
So you got an ABA front cover on it, but then you have 59 AB heads.
Correct.
Is it ABA or 59 AB?
It's an ABA.
It's ABA.
Filled in the extra water jacket. It's real simple to run the 59 AB heads with the 59 AB head gaskets. It's super
You just
simple.
have to block that front
Block
port,
that
right?
front port off and you're done, and you can run the later water pumps. You can run the early or the late timing gear. In fact, the cam is an early cam, so I could have a choice.
That's nice.
You put the adapter.
You got the adapter on that one.
Yep, exactly.
That's great. So you have the better valves, but it looks like it's a traditional hot rod with the earlier heads.
Well, yeah, we have bigger. It has bigger valves. We put bigger valves in it.
Did you do the Chevy valves, or what did you put in?
It has Chevy exhaust and some like a little custom idea we came up with some Ford Y-block intake valves that I had to
Interesting.
I had to have them custom cut and machined to fit.
Yeah.
So they're not huge. Some of these guys are putting a exhaust valve out of big block Chevy up to 174.
Okay.
But the cubic inch on this isn't 300. You know, that's when you got a more cubic inch. So I went to a 164 actually.
Gotcha.
I think it's gonna run good.
I think so too. It sounds good.
Yeah.
Too bad you broke an axle. You didn't really get to lay into it and figure it out today. But I think it's got awesome future. But now, last thing, that distributor. Is it an old mag, or what's going on with the distributor?
No, that distributor is an old Mallory Unilight, or I'm sorry, a Mallory dual point, and I did have it converted. Had it on the shelf a couple years ago. Had it converted to Pertronics. I was going to use it on something else, and I decided not to. So I thought, well, let's try that. You know, because I was going to go with a Harman & Collins front mount, but you know, a Magneto that I also had sitting on the shelf. But I thought this is going to be a simple, quick. Right. We can time it fast. I don't have to mess with the plate and the clearancing. Let's try it and see what it does. So it is a Pertronics converted, old school style with the good one with a bakelite cap and probably I would say from the 50s.
Yeah. It looks good.
Yeah.
Looks the style.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Johnny. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you. You too, sir.